Hey, what's up? Happy New Year to everyone. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Deadpool Maximum Effort set by TakaraTony on Instagram. I'm not sure what his other links are because I have my Instagram deactivated right now, so I can't look it up. But I know his name on Instagram is TakaraTony, or maybe it's like TakaraTony 3000. I'll try to figure it out and link it by the end. All right, so first things first. Um, Here is a list of all of the things that it comes with and a bit of an explanation. So you've got the shield, and then you can put the swords behind the shield. Like maybe Taskmaster would carry around like his swords behind the shield. Um, That's about the only example I can think of. But yeah, so depending on if you're using the Figure Arts, the Revoltech, the Mafex, even the Marvel Legends movie Deadpool, there is a peg adapter for all of those so that works. And then there is a, why can't I think of it? A rocket launcher, bazooka. And that can go into the SHF, the Marvel Legend. Basically, every version of Deadpool that's made, that one can also peg into, in addition to the Sentinel version, the fighting armor. And then there are some blood effects, and there is a small knife handle that you could insert into the middle of the blood effect to make it look like he stabbed somebody. That goes specifically in this one. Several sets of pistols. The smaller ones are for the Figure Arts movie version. And then there's a little submachine gun. I don't know what that's called. A couple of larger rifles. Blast effects for those. And then he has psi. And then the holes in the psi can peg into the sides of the Sentinel fighting armor Deadpool. Then you have a Mjolnir, which can light up. And then you have some Wolverine claws, or not Wolverine claws as it says there. And there is a pair for every version of the Deadpool made. Again, and then there is a middle finger set for every version of the Deadpool made. There's a bow and arrow, which can shoot an arrow, a plunger, or a heart like Cupid. And then there is oh man, I didn't even realize there's a neck part in there. That's awesome. The Figure Arts Deadpool's neck peg is really short. Oh man, that's great. I didn't even know I had that in there. And then there is a little unicorn, a baseball bat with spikes, and then there are a bunch of stickers. And those stickers can go on any of the weapons, any of the accessories. So very cool. Just about everything you would need is in the set. So there's the stickers. Lots of options there. All right, first layer. Since I kind of already explained everything, here is the first layer of the accessories, and that's gonna have the it's larger than I thought. So there's the rocket launcher, the shield. There are, I believe these are holsters. Yeah, these are the gun holsters for the gun holsters for the Figure Arts version, the Figure Arts movie version. It's not focusing. I have to cut that part out. Sorry, I was having some trouble focusing. But there are some gun holsters for the Figure Arts movie version, and it has pegs on the back. And what's really cool about the movie Deadpool is it looked like it was supposed to come with some maybe guns or holster options, like in I won't focus anyway. But they never put them, so there's just peg holes on the hit or on the thighs of the Figure Arts Deadpool, and there's never anything to put in there. So now you can just plug those in. Some extra plastic. There's the larger rifle there. There's the holders or holsters or whatnot for the bazooka. Large futuristic type gun there. There's two of, or maybe all four in there. Yeah, okay. So all four of his pistols are there. Here's the two that are a little bit larger, and there's the two smaller ones. There's the Mjolnir, and then here is the battery for the light up effect, as well as the electronics for the light up effect. So I guess you would just, I'll have to get into it further, and sorry, I'm having a tough time focusing on anything here. But yeah, there's just a little, I don't see a switch or anything, but you put the battery there. All right, we might as well just do this, right? And then, well, I don't know. You put the battery there, and then the Mjolnir's hollowed out, but I don't see a bulb anywhere, or I don't see like what part would be lighting, but I don't know. Have to get into that later. But yeah, that's everything on the first. Oh, and then the little submachine gun there. That's everything on the first layer. Second layer is, so there's all of the blast effects, the various blast effects, and some smoking effects for the guns. That's cool. That's a really cool addition. Then here we have the crossed sword. Oh, you know what? Curious. Do the swords come out of here or not? No. Okay. So that's just one solid piece. Swords don't come out. But it's a nice looking one. Looks like they're a bit larger than a little longer than the Figure Arts version. Let's see. Oh yeah, so there's the bow and arrow, and then for the whole, you know, shield and sword sheath setup, here's all the various pegs for that. So there's the bow and arrow, the plunger, the heart. Let's see. Oh, there's the little half of a knife. It's a little half of a knife that goes into this, goes in the middle of this blood effect. So it looks like, sorry, I meant to do that right on the camera. But so it looks like he stabbed somebody and the blood's coming out. So that's really cool. That's clever. And let's see. And then it looks like that's maybe that longer neck peg. Yeah. Then the longer neck peg, which again, I didn't know was in the set, is there. That's really cool. Really, really cool. And okay. I think that's everything for this layer, but I don't see the actual, oh yeah, the arrow tip, the regular arrow tip is in here too, underneath those things. All right. Sorry, I'm trying my best with this lighting, but not doing a good job. And then the last layer is, oh, it even comes with some sticky tack for some of the stuff that might not fit exactly. Comes with some red tack. Hey, that's cool. Some red one, yeah. So it blends in. That's cool. So there's all of the middle fingers. There's a pair that's just in here with some blood effects, and then there's two more pair here. So for every version, you can have middle fingers, and you can also have Wolverine claws. There is the unicorn. The bat, looks like the bat is two pieces. Let's see. Yeah, the bat is two pieces because it's really thick, so that way you can slide it out and then slide the handles in his hands and then put it back in. So that's cool. Very cool set. Everything here seems really, really cool. So that's everything that's included. I can pull out my Reveltex or one of them maybe, and see, what fits with what. I don't have the Marvel Legends version, but my Figure Arts version I've had in this Mezco suit since the beginning of the holiday season, and it was actually pretty hard to get in there, so I don't feel like taking it out. But I'll think about it, because I really would like to see how those gun holsters fit in his thighs and how these small pistols fit in his hands. So I might. But I have so many other guns. Like right now he's holding this little, I don't know if it's an MP or something. I don't know. I'm not good with guns. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll play around a little bit here and see what I can do, because I want to be a little more informative and kind of showing. But yeah, that's everything that comes in the set. It's a ton, and it's really cool. And yeah, let me get my hands on some of the other figures, play around with it. That way I can tell you like how the quality is. Okay, I'm sure everything's going to be good because everything felt really good, looked really good. But I'll play around a little bit. All right, so I've put the battery in this electronic set here, and it looks like the white part in the middle is the light. But I put the battery in both sides, on each flip side of the battery, and nothing's happening. So I don't know if this doesn't work, or I just really don't know what I'm doing. But it's very simple. You just slide the battery in there, and that's your only option. And either way I did it, it didn't light up. So not really sure what's going on with that. Okay, so one thing that I just found out, which is really, really cool. This whole assembly here. The shield is magnetic. The sword sheaths here, also magnetic. So you just take the type of peg, let's say you're going to put it in the Figure Arts Deadpool. Just pop the peg right there. It's magnetic. Pop the shield right there. It's magnetic, and it's that easy. That is the easiest setup of any of the accessories I've seen to this point. That's awesome. I hope whoever's watching this video made it this far and didn't get bored in the beginning, because this is like key right here. I was kind of dreading figuring out how like each peg would go to which figure and how hard it would be to swap them around. The fact this is magnetic, there's no hassle whatsoever. This is so easy. That's great. Alright, so something else I just found out is this this bow and arrow is a really cool accessory, especially because you saw the different tips. But the one thing that I was kind of down on it about is it's like always in a drawn position, no matter what, it always looks like there's an arrow on it and it's drawn. But what I didn't realize is you can take this section off. That's a separate piece. And you can, my light fell. But you can just have the bow, which is really cool because you can put this with his accessories on his back, maybe, if you can, finagle it a little bit. But also other characters, like if you have a Hawkeye who doesn't have a good modern bow or a nice bow, you can use this. So yeah, that's cool. Another little thing that I wasn't expecting. All right, so as far as these guns go, the large gun that you see in the Revoltech Deadpool's hand here fits, as well as the smaller set of the pistols. Those fit. Now, unfortunately, on this Deadpool, the larger pistol doesn't fit his hand because, let me see if I have to move. Okay, it's just half focusing. Hold on a second. The larger pistol has a nub on the front of the handle there. Why can't I think of the grip. I guess it's called a grip, right? Not a handle. I'm such a gun noob. But it has this nub on the front, and it can't slide into the holes in his open hands. And the larger rifle has that same nub, or it's less pronounced, but it does have one as well. So it doesn't fit in there. It doesn't slide in the open holes in his gun holding hands. But you can split the fingers where the thumb is connected to the middle finger. You can split that right there with a razor, and you would be able to fit them in there. I think I did it to... No, not this Deadpool. I must have done it to the gray one. For, you know, when I was having to use like Marvel Legends guns and things like that because I didn't have any. But yeah, it won't fit in this one unless you split it. But you can just take a razor and just cut it right there. Make a small cut, and then they won't be attached, and you can open them up as much as you want. But the Figure Arts Deadpool doesn't have that problem. His fingers aren't connected, and he has a nice big opening there. So here's the larger of the pistols. Fits in just fine. Looks pretty good. And then here's that rifle as well. They go in just fine. No problems at all. So these are the only two that I have, though I don't have the Legends movie Deadpool, and I don't have any of the Legends comic Deadpools anymore either. These are the only two. Well, I have 3 Revoltech. I have this one, the gray version, and then the version 1. But basically what I'm saying is I don't have the movie Legends or the Mafex, which is what's sort of featured or what's prominent with this set, saying that it's for those particular figures. Anyway, the other thing that's really cool about this thing, my previous video that I just made, I just did a video on Deadpool accessories. And if you watch that one, you'll know that I said that greatly improved the Deadpool's sword sheath mechanism, because the one that comes with this guy kind of sucks, and that one that came in that other accessory set was really good. Now this one blows that one out of the water. This one is the new absolute best sword sheath set available. So I have a peg in his back here, very small, nothing too major, nothing too big or difficult to use or difficult to think about. No thought. Just put a little peg in there. Here's the swords that he comes with. They are magnetic. Ta-da. He's done. Okay? Then if you want the shield, he comes with the shield as well. Also magnetic. Ta-da. He's done. Oops. Let me line those up. I try to make it seem like it was easy and I look like a fool. Ta-da, he's done. It's sticking out a little bit right there because I don't have the peg pushed all the way in there. I might have to heat up the figure, heat up the back to push that in a little more. But you get the idea. It's just magnetic and super easy to use. You don't have to use the shield if you don't want. You can just use the swords, or you can just use the shield. But this is now absolutely the best accessory pack in general. But as far as the sword sheath goes, this thing is, this is the one. I highly recommend this one. Oh, and also, before I forget, due to the shape of the rocket launchers, there goes everything. The rocket launchers handle, that fits in any Deadpool as well. Easy fit. All right, so look, guys. Obviously, this set has a ton of accessories. You know, it's almost overwhelming how many accessories this thing comes with, and they're going to work. You know, let me reiterate: they're going to work for pretty much any Deadpool figure that you have or plan to buy. Oh, dang it. Um, Reveltech, the Mafex, they should fit in the Figma as well. That's a little smaller of a figure, but they should fit just fine. Marvel Legends, any Deadpool that you buy, there should be at least 80% of the accessories in the set would fit on any Deadpool figure. So they're all great. They all work. Some of them are the best available in the game. I highly recommend it. Now, that set that I reviewed in my last review, that set was like $36 after tax and shipping. This set is $65 about after tax and shipping, so it's a little steep. But with the other one, you just get one set of middle fingers for the specific color Reveltech Deadpool that you choose. And then you get guns with holsters. This one has a set of middle fingers for every Deadpool available that you could possibly have. It has a set of Wolverine claws for every Deadpool that you could possibly have or want. Plus guns, sword sheaths, the shield, a Mjolnir that lights up, bow and arrow with accessories, blood splatter effects, a knife stabbing effect. What am I forgetting? Decals that you can put on any of those things, and not to mention these inserts that come in there. Let me see. There's this one, and there's a smaller one. Let me see if I have one handy. I don't. So these inserts that come in there, they are stickers themselves. So the box that the set comes in, sorry, that was out of focus. That was probably super annoying. But the box that it comes in is just a super plain box. And I used one of the stickers that was in there to spruce up the box just enough so you know that, oh, okay, that's what's in this box. It's not some random box there in the corner. That's the Deadpool accessories. So there really wasn't anything that they didn't think of. Now, again, I don't have access to my Instagram right now, but TakaraTony is the person who makes these, and that is his Instagram name, TakaraTony. Or also, I guess what he's calling his company is Mugen Toys, or I don't know if you say Mugen or Mugen Toys. But that's the only information that I have right now. I don't know if he has like a website or if he has a Facebook page or somewhere else where he does business. Just look him up on Instagram. As I was saying, the set, everything's falling off because these guys, I keep either putting them down or it's falling, whatever. Hey, go buy the set. It's awesome. Like I said, it was like $65 after shipping, and the other one was $36 after shipping. If you can't afford it, if you can't afford either, then don't get either. If you don't want either, don't get either. But if I had a recommendation for you, I would say get this set. It has everything the other set has, plus 10 times more. But I'm rambling, so take it easy, guys. See you on the next one. Later. All right, trying to light this correctly is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Plus, I have these big fat hands. But I did go ahead and split the middle finger and thumb here for those who might be on the fence about doing it or don't feel like it's a good idea. I'm super zoomed in and you can barely tell right now. And if you're not hyper zoomed in on it at all, you can't even tell. But I did split it. I don't know if you can see there. I'm trying. I don't have good lighting for this. Like I said, giant fat fingers. But there, look. It is split open. And that's all you have to do. Is take those apart right there. So now you can open up these fingers as much as you need to fit any gun in there. Because I really wanted to take full advantage of the whole set with my favorite Deadpool, which is this Revoltech version. So yeah, like I said, you just have to split that middle finger and thumb, and you'll be able to fit any gun in there, and it looks just fine. All right, take care. So you guys know, the entire time I am recording these, I do have my buddy right here. I love it.